Alright guys, in this lesson you will find what your state recognizes as a symbol or icon for various categories and then format those answers accordingly. You will also be required to list the sources you use to find your answers. Alright, number 1, it says create a new word processing document. That means open up Word. I have it here already on my right hand side. I'm going to click new document. I'm going to click a new blank document. I'm going to move it to the side. Number 2, unless otherwise stated, use the default font and size of the word processing software being used. That means don't mess with the fonts at this point. Number 3 says change the line spacing to single with no additional spacing before or after the paragraphs. That's what we've done for the past 2 days with the documents, and that is found on the Paragraphs tab. Go to the line and paragraph spacing option right here. Click on the drop down arrow. Go to line spacing options. And we want to change our spacing of before and after to 0. So before is already at 0. Change the after to 0 as well. And the line spacing here to single. And press OK. Number 4, save the document as states. So let's go to File, Save As, Browse, find the home drive, find your Word folder and name it States. Click Save. Number 5, on the first line of the document, type your first and last name, then hit Enter. So I'm going to type my first and last name. Hit Enter. 6, type the activity number and title it 5.3 state symbols and then hit Enter. So let's title it 5.3 state symbols and hit Enter twice. Now it says, type the answers, number 7, type the answers to the questions provided in the 20 state symbols and facts column shown in figure 5.3-A. Single space your answers, do not number them, and do not type the questions. Alright, here's figure 5.3-A. Here are the 20 facts about the states that you have to find. Don't type in the question. Don't type in a number in front of it like a list. Just simply type in the answer. For example, what is your state's official name? Maybe Texas, right? Or the Republic of Texas, I believe, is the correct. The Republic of Texas. Here we go. All right, I was having trouble typing there. So only type in the answer, not the question. So I'm going to stop the video right here so that you get time to research. And the best site to find these answers will be this site right here. It's called 50states.com. So go ahead and go to 50states.com to find the answers to these questions, and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, now that you are done typing in the answers to the 20 symbols and facts, I have my answers here. Now, I don't have the actual answers because I didn't want to give any answers away that you had to research. So what I did is I actually just wrote the question, okay? But you don't have questions. You should have the actual answers to the questions. And I'm going to just use the questions so that it's an example of what we're about to do next. Okay, so now we're at number 8. It says apply the corresponding changes to your answer provided in the formatting changes to apply column shown in figure 5.3-A. So what we're doing is we're formatting according to what they tell us here on the right hand side for each one of these 20 facts. So let's start. What is your state's official name? Right align the text. So I'm going to place my arrow here. Place your arrow also here. Maybe you have a different state like Florida or Alabama. Just place it here, and we want to right align the text. So for that, let's go here to paragraph. This is where we align our documents. We have left align, center align, right align, and justify. It wants us to right align, so just click on right align. Next, for our state motto, change the text color to purple. All right, I'm going to place my arrow right here, and I'm going to highlight it because this is the text I want to change or modify. And I'm going to go here to font. I'm going to click the drop down arrow for font color, and I'm able to change it to any color I want, but it wants us to use purple, so I'm going to go with purple. Next, what is your state capital? Underline the text. So I'm going to highlight it and it wants us to underline. For underline, we go to font. And right here where you have the U with a dash underneath it with an underline, that's how to underline it. And if you click the drop down arrow, you have different options of what the underline will look like. It just wants us to underline it once, so I'm just going to click the first one and that's it. We're done with that part. What is the population of your state? Insert a standard bullet before the text. I'm going to highlight it. I'm just going to insert a bullet point right here by going to paragraph, and I have bullet options right here. I'm just going to select this first one, just the basic standard one, and done with that. What are the colors of your state flag? Change the font size to 20. Highlight it, go to font, drop down arrow for font size, change it to 20. What is your state nickname? Bold the text. All right, highlight it, go to font tab, click on the B for bold. And you see how it changed it to bold? What is your state flag? Center align the text. Okay. Highlight it, and it wants to center align. Remember center align? It's right here on paragraph. Right here, center align. Okay. What is your state bird? Insert a black border around the text. All right, let's highlight it. Let's go to border right here. And it says, what does it say? Insert a black border around the text. So just go with outside border right here. What is the area in square miles of your state? Double underline the text. So it wants us to underline it, but with a double underline. So highlight your answer and go to underline the drop down arrow. And remember how I said they have different options? Well, here is the double underline option. So click it and you notice how it's underlined twice now. What is the largest city in your state? Change the font size to 8 points. I'm gonna highlight it and changing the font size to 8 right here. What is your state tree? Change the font to a style of your choice and make it 14-point bold. All right, this is where it gets fun. I'm going to highlight state tree, and it tells us we can choose whatever we want as far as font. So go ahead and choose any font that you want, not any of these wingdings, because you're not able to read those. So that's a funny one. So let's just pick something different. I'm going to go with this one, Algerian. And it says to change the font size to 14-point bold. So let's go to 14-point bold right here.
Oops.
What is your state song? Use numbering to insert the number 1 in front of your text. Okay, so I have my cursor in front of the text. I'm going to go to paragraph, and I'm going to go to numbering right here. Click the drop-down arrow just so you notice that there's different numbering, and there's a numbering library right here. I'm just going to use the basic one here at the top. Next, what is pictured on your state quarter? Strike through the text. Highlight it. And the strike through option is right here on font, this one right here. You see it says AB with the strike through it. Click it. Got it. What is your state animal? Italicize the text. Highlight it. Italicize right here, font tab. What is your state gem? That is change the text to all caps. All right, so it wants every letter to be capitalized. We could just type it again, but that would take long. So here on Font tab, we have that option right here. You have the uppercase A and then lowercase a. Click the drop-down arrow, and you see you have different options right here. What we want is uppercase. All right, what is your state insect? Copy the text and paste it underneath your answer on a separate line. All right, so we're going to copy it and then just paste it right underneath it. So highlight your answer, copy. Remember the shortcut for copy was Control-C. And now I'm just going to I'm going to press Enter on my keyboard. Now I'm going to press Control-V to paste. And remember we have that extra line space, we can just get rid of it by pressing backspace on our keyboard. So as you notice, it has doubled up on the same answer, and that's exactly what you should have. Next, what is your state, fish, or aquatic life? Bold and underline the text. So two things, bold and underline. I'm going to highlight it, bold, and underline it with one underline, not two, so one. What is your state reptile? What does it want us to do here? It says insert a customized bullet before the text. Okay, let's highlight it, a customized bullet. So bullet points are up here, and just choose one of these fancy ones. I'm gonna go with this one, looks pretty cool, it has color. All right, what is your state, food, or drink? Insert the copyright symbol after the text. That copyright symbol is that circle with the C inside of it. So we're not gonna highlight it this time, it wants us to put it after our answer. So place your cursor after your answer, so right here. And it's not on the Home tab, but we've been working a lot in the Home tab with font and paragraph. This time we're gonna go to Insert, up here. And we're gonna move all the way to the right-hand side and click on the drop-down arrow of symbols. It has equation and symbol. We want symbol. Click the drop-down arrow. You have a lot of symbols you can insert. We want the C for copyright, which is the circle and the C. See how it pops up and says copyright sign? Click it. And it pops up right here. And finally, why do you like living in your state? That was a personal answer. Underline the text with the dashed line. All right, so we do have to highlight this one. And we want to underline it with the dashed line, so that's found back in the Home tab. Click Home. And remember the underline options? It has a drop-down arrow. We want it to be dashed. So this is just a line. This is double underline. This is like a thick underline. This is a dotted one, and here's the dashed one. Click it, and it's dashed. All right, we're done with applying these changes. Now we are at number, 9? Number 9 says, below the last typed line, type the list of sources you used to find your answers. So my cursor's here at the end of my last answer. I'll press enter and type in all the sites that you used. Did you use that 50states.com? Did you use Wikipedia? I don't even know if I'm typing this right. Wikipedia.com. I'm not sure what you use, so type in everything that you use. And number 10, carefully proofread your work for accuracy. Just go back and see that everything's spelled correctly and that all of this is correct. Be sure any changes have been saved. Let's go to File, Save. And now we want to submit our document to Google Classroom. Remember, we don't print it, we just submit it on Google Classroom. And that's it. Nice job.